Hello everybody. Decided to do a little bit of streaming because I haven't streamed Pokémon GO in a little while. As you can tell, got the new hat. Or one of the new hats. And I'm getting ever closer to 40. So I've been playing a little bit, not as much as I should be, but I have been posting videos, but different videos. The latest one I put it up, you gotta watch it. It's something that's completely ludicrous. Basically, two neighbors are, I won't say having a feud, but are having an issue with each other, and how they rectify the situation. It's part funny, part kind of sad, part, you know, hit on desk kind of thing. Anyways, I decided to just play a little bit. I don't see any raids, but maybe I'll just knock out some gyms. This is going to be a tough one. Yeah, let's go for it. I haven't played in a while, so might as well. Ooh, this should be a matchup. Oh no, I actually have more. Let's see what one hit does. Yeah. Oh, I needed this, so that's good. This one's gonna be tough. Let's see how long it takes to go down. Saving up my charges for the next one. Ooh. Rhyperior. Let's see if this twofer should do it. It's gonna take a while. Okay. I got to use one. That was actually tougher fight than I expected. Alright, I'm gonna launch this and change that. Yeah, see. No, I'll switch over. Yeah, I hit the delay when it takes me to switching over. The timing is a factor. Any delay in the game is just, it's not even gameplay. Really? I'll just do this. I'm gonna see how it's going with this. Interesting. Alright, let me use potions on these guys. Yeah, I'm good to go. Yeah, and I'm going to use my special on this guy. Or I should say, not special, I should say charge move. Big difference. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying your festivities, your Thanksgivings, your Hanukkahs, your Christmas so far. I just did a lot of shopping for a party that's not going to happen. Remember, I was going to have a party this coming 15th. Well, it's not going to happen. I had to cancel it due to internal reasons. It's one of those things I couldn't postpone, or it just had to be done. Unfortunately, what I was actually going to do, and I may still do this after Christmas, is actually going to post a live stream during the party, have a camera off in the corner somewhere, so it feels like you could be part of the party. You get to watch everyone, listen, and do all sorts of stuff. I don't know how wise that would be, but what I'm thinking of doing is after Christmas, I'm going to have a post-Christmas whatever party. Basically, whatever for short. But that is, it's a no stress, no requirements kind of thing where you don't have to bring food, you don't have to bring anything. You just show up and have a good time. I'll take care of it. I'll host this thing. I'll have some food, some snacks. It's not going to be like a big meal. Don't expect anything huge. Maybe it could be like burgers, could be chili, it could be something wholesome that everyone can eat. It's mostly about food, but not fancy food, companionship, company, music, games, relaxation kind of thing. It's not going to be like a big formal affair. That kind of thing. So, maybe I'll stream them, but I may only stream in certain areas. Just because I know how the internet is. Charmander, you lasted good. You play with the big boys. And just put something in. Put something. I'll put her in. Alright, now let's see I'm just going to collect these. I'm not too worried about, I just got a mulch for some fun field research. No Sinnoh-stone, but I'm not really expecting it. Yeah, this whole Sinnoh-stone is kind of a rip-off. Well, they promised this thing, and now they're not giving it. And they may release a mass quantities of it during PvP, but that's still kind of lame. It is cold here. Oh yeah, let me show you guys. You know how I've been kind of off camera for a while. Well, I'll just show you in the list here. I'll just check this first. Nope. All right, now. Just the other day when I was walking out after not playing for a little while, these are all just recent catches. But this guy just came out of nowhere. Friendship code, okay, Ali. Yeah. Anyone that joins the stream, you could add him as a friend. I'll probably do it soon. I still have some slots. I'll add it later so I won't bug you too much on it. No shiny over yet. It's about 40 degrees here, just a little bit above freezing. It did snow a little bit, but it's all melted now, as you can tell. There's nothing on the street. Boy, there's a lot of people here. I don't know why. Alright. Alright, I just want to cross so I can keep going with this. People, you need a signal. Come on, people. Let's go. Let's move it. Trade. Wait, trade Pokemon. That's for a Phoebus, I think. Can't be. Okay, let's see what this one is. Use a super effective charge attack in 7 gym battles. For 1? No, that's... For that reward, that's ridiculous. Chikorita. Yeah. Okay, nothing on the radar. As soon as we can get past this intersection, it's like everyone decides to drive around here now. It's such an odd hour to drive. There's something going on over there. A lot of road, a lot of traffic. You know, I don't even read this guide. Even for candies, like way too many candies. They're like 1,000 Norcross candies, expecting to just be evolved to not be Sinnoh stone crap. So I got candy to spare. So, how you guys doing? Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. Got a chance to eat some good food. Now is probably a time, I think most of you are probably taking some vacation days off. Christmas break probably starts roughly around here. Usually, like for me at college, Christmas break was like middle of December to middle of January. But the week before was finals. So if you guys are in finals, good luck. Study hard, do well, be successful. And as long as you do your best, it's the only thing you can do. Don't overstress yourself. If people are complaining about, hey, why didn't you get an A? You can just go back and say, well, why don't you take the test for me if you want that A so much? But as long as you do your best, because only you know if you're doing your best. Why should you do your best versus not doing it, or what's the point? Personal pride. When you do a thing, you always want to be best at it. If you don't, who are you cheating? Who you the only one? I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, my parents are paying for it, I don't care. But honestly, the only one that you're cheating is yourself if you don't do your best on things. Because ultimately, you can do 1,000,001 things in life, and you can, and that's gross. But eventually, when you get older, parents are not going to do a job for you. Parents are not going to do your laundry or pay a mortgage or build a shed or mow the lawn or build a new $1 million invention that you can do. No one's going to do that for you. Only you are going to do it. So you will realize when you're sitting there studying 10th hour for an exam, and if you're like about ready to throw the book and say, what's the point? The point is to finish what you're doing so they can do other things, to do better things. It may stress you out. You may have a list of 1,000,000 different things that you need to do. Just do it one at a time. You may not want to do it, but look at the end goal. I'm not even saying do this for a job. So if you're doing this just for a job, then you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to be resentful for it. Do it for yourself. Do it because you want to do it. That's why whenever I talk to people about college, you have certain classes. You have your core requirement of what it is that you want to do. Now, unfortunately, most people don't really know what they want to do. You get out of high school, right? You get out of high school, then you take your summer break. You get all excited, you see your friends over summer, and then you jump right into college. It says, okay, pick a career and sign up for classes. Well, you don't know there are some people that says, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Good for them. For the rest of us schmoes, we're floundering like Magikarp, wondering, what the hell am I going to do? What classes am I going to check? What career do I want? Well, hopefully, if you're given time over the summer, you can explore some things. Obviously you can eliminate some things. Right off the bat, you could probably list 10 things that you know you don't want to do. I'm not saying you couldn't do it and be good at it, but at least in your mind it's something that you don't want to do. But I would always say, in cases like this, don't sell yourself short. Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be great at it. Or something that you find that you actually would be thrilling because you don't realize it. Where am I going with this? Well, process elimination. Pick the most boring stuff and just throw that in the bucket of don't consider. Then pick the most interesting stuff and put that in the bucket of possibilities. And take stuff that you know you can do well or you think you can do well, but you're not that interested in it, but you may want to give it a chance. Put that in the third bucket. And everything else, they have no clue, put that in the fourth bucket. What you do with these buckets, the ones that you are boring, don't even consider. And what I would suggest, now this is going to be strange, what I would suggest is the ones that you have absolutely no idea, research those. Because you don't have an idea, you don't know if you like it, you don't know if you don't like it, it's a mystery. And more importantly, you will have fun exploring new things. Focus on those first. Because you already know the stuff that you like. And after you've eliminated the stuff that you have absolutely no idea, if you still like the original ideas, because you'll have to, after a summer or a year, reevaluate, and you will realize that all four buckets may change. The stuff that you think that you really like may dwindle. Because now then you will replace it with stuff they have no idea. Stuff you thought you hated may not necessarily be in that bucket anymore. That's why you use 4 buckets and you don't set anything in stone. But unfortunately, most kids, I use the term loosely, I mean, you could be any age in college. Most people don't give themselves a chance to understand what they really like. Now, yes, there are exams they can take that will, quote unquote, help you figure out what you want to do. Answer a series of questions and you'll say, this is what your career path is. Well, if you're like me, you can cheat on those exams. Really, people? Yeah. The problem is with especially intelligent people, they can take these exams and they'll read the question like, oh yeah, this question is going to gear me towards this career, so I'm going to answer very carefully on this. And the problem with those questions, you're biasing those tests to point you in a direction that you think you want to go. What you really need is someone to ask you questions that doesn't know you and isn't biased to point, like a guidance counselor, to ask you questions. And not even questions like that. It's tough. Sometimes you may take several years to figure out what you want to do. Sometimes you may want to do several things. It's a tough thing. I mean, for me, here's a little bit about myself. When I was growing up, I know this is going to sound cliche, but it's actual. I'll explain that in a second. I always wanted to be an astronaut. But more than just being the kid in a space bubble kind of thing, I actually was in the process of actualizing that dream. Learning about how to launch and land space shuttles. Learning all the terminology like pitch and yaw. Actually understanding about heat resistance of landing. Communication blackouts during flight. All that stuff. The science as well as the personal fortitude needed to fly into space. Because I was thinking to myself, well, obviously there's two options for it. astronaut program. Either you join the Air Force and do the aeronautical track, or you do the engineering side where you're the payload specialist or engineer specialist and do an aeronautical engineering side. See, I did my research. But there's one fundamental problem. Now it's a lot different, but back when I was looking, I had one fundamental no that made me ineligible to be in the space program. Glasses. You had to have 20/20 vision. And that was typically they didn't. This was when precessed, LASIKs and contacts. So if you didn't have 20/20 vision, you couldn't do it. It's unfortunate, but early on, I had to learn very quickly to figure out an alternative. And remember I mentioned a floundering Magikarp? Where do you think I was when I first joined college? And I knew I liked computers, because I've always been with a computer since I was a kid. I liked video games. But I didn't want to code video games. And I always liked dealing with finances and money. But also some parental influence of, quote unquote, finding something that'll make you employable. That was the key phrase. In fact, I think the concept was pick one career that you enjoy doing, and then pick one career that'll make you employable. Basically, a job or a career, you can always find a job. There was always going to be demand. And then one thing that you love doing, and then try to combine it. That's an addendum I added to. Parents just said, just make yourself employable. But my advice to you is find something that'll make you employable, but find something that you love and combine it. For instance, if you like acting and you like money, like accountancy, you could be a couple things. You could be an agent. It could be an actor's financial consultant. Or if you truly like acting, you could be an actor that does taxes or accountancy on the side. That's how you combine things. Or let's say you like cooking, but you also like, I don't know, firefighting. Okay, two really different careers. Well, firehouses need chefs. There you go. Or you could do a specialty trade, like something a lot of people don't realize that there's a big job market for, being a railroad conductor. They actually, one of the bigger railroad conductors actually make a decent amount of money. I know in, where's that location at? I forget. There's a guy I knew in college. That was his thing. He dressed, he acted. His whole personality was railroads. All he did was railroads. That was his passion. That was his career choice. That was what he wanted to get into. He had, model sets. And he said that some big railroad conductors can make over 100 grand a year. So consider that as a career. 100,000 a year doing railroad. Now, as you can tell, it's a big responsibility. Just like a pilot, you're responsible for everyone in the plane. Railroad conductors are responsible for everyone in the train. But it's good money. Just something to consider while you're slaving away, working on those exams, those papers, dissertations, thesis. Well, it's winter time, so you probably wouldn't be doing a thesis unless you have an odd graduation point. But yeah, so you're probably doing papers, projects, grinding for your exams. I've been there. I've pulled all-nighters. Had those crazy loopy coffee binges. Those are actually fun. Spending 24 hours at a diner, studying, drinking coffee. You know, something about that particular kind of stress is actually kind of fun. I know it sounds weird, but you'll remember crazy moments like that. Like, if you're out in Ohio, go out and get a batch of some home fries, some good home fries with gravy fries. Heat up the gravy, dip the fries. There's your college staple. I enjoyed that stuff tremendously for a while. All right, egg. I'm still looking for a Rilo. I haven't seen that yet. So I need something pink. There we go. Oh, what an odd assortment. It's cold. My hands are starting to hurt. So weird with the tongue. No raids in the area. I'm kind of surprised. Oh. So slowly but surely I'm getting, so I am exactly 1,819,432, which I'm not really going to count that, but I'm 1,189,000. No, 1,819,000. Big difference. So hopefully I can cash in more best and ultra fans. Right, how many gifts? Speaking of, wait a minute, wrong thing. Yep, time to send them out. All right, so who? Oh yeah, okay. See, she's close. No. Oh, 9 more. That's fine. Yeah, I can do that. I really don't want that egg. They gotta do something with these eggs. Like either make it so you can junk them, you know, trade them, delete them. I don't know, do something with them. Okay, actually, let me skip these for a moment. Let's see if there's any ultra that's close. Oh, that's going to be risky. So is that. I'm gonna wait to see if they give me something. Because there's been a lot of issues lately where people are just opening up gifts and not trying to coordinate, and you lose a lot of experience. Now, this guy's 40, so he probably won't care. Preston is 40. No, he will care. Alright. I'll send him a message first. Let's see. Getting closer. Yeah, Ultra Friends is probably the best, quickest way of getting experience. Best Friends is great, but it takes so long to get to that point that if you want something quick, Ultra Friends is the way to go if you're consistent. If you want to really be fast, but even then you're kind of limited by the amount of gifts you can get, is just crank out new friend requests. Do that like 1,000 times. I mean, you'll get experience, but it will take you a decent amount of time to get the amount of experience that you need to get if you just worked on Ultra. Yes, a lot of 40s. Yeah, might as well. See? Look at that. Could have warned me about the lucky egg. So, and that's 50K that I didn't get a chance. Really. Oh, they're trying to restore that house. All right, you need to go. Yeah, if you're wondering about that little message that had my name in it, I dropped the Pokemon in a very obscure location. Oh, there's an egg. It's an hour later, though. Jeez. Okay. I smell wood smoke. Alright, Bidoof. Let's see. Nothing of note. Really? I really need to get one of those pair of gloves that you can, those tactile gloves you can spin. I know they exist, I just haven't got a pair. Bidoof the goof. Yeah, okay. Huh. I don't know what that is, but first let me see what this is. I don't care about that. Yeah, that's the second time I've heard of someone opening and closing a door to get the car going. I don't understand that. It's like it's a very specific thing. It's like they open the door, they close the door, then they go. It's like, why? Cold. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I wonder if this pathway can connect me to this other stop. There's an actual walkway. Let me just try it. I'm curious. I've never actually been over in this area before. See, look, there's snow. Parts of it didn't melt. That means the sun isn't shining. Ooh, yeah, it's like a little forest pathway. It's kind of cool looking. Probably much better in the sun. You can see why. Yeah, I didn't know this. This is back here. And there's a building. But I can reach the stop. Let's see what it is. Trade and win raid. Well, I think, well, no, it's still early enough for raids, but it's dark. Obviously, since this one is popping up in an hour. Yeah, I'll have to go through this during the daytime and warmer weather just to show you guys. Just in time for that. That's actually why I'm out here right now. It's a weird sounding bird. Getting supplies. Wormhole. If you saw my purge video, I've evolved a lot of Pokemon, so I'm trying to get that numbers back up. So honestly, experience is much better doing raids and friendship, but every little bit thing helps. Every little bit helps. Considering this number. Okay, what is? I'm just gonna claim it. All right. Go back down, spin that. Nothing of interest. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bing. Is that curious? Okay. It is cold. Anyways, it's unfortunate about the party, but I was planning to have a catered roast turkey dinner with like stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy. But alongside that, I was going to do so with my special grilling technique, a grilled salmon for fish alternative, as well as a curry lentil stew, special recipe. Well, not special, but a very specific recipe that I made, and it actually came out really, really good the first time I made it. So yeah, I made it for several people, and people seemed to like it. And I was actually going to showcase two pies that I like. I've probably mentioned this in some of the other videos, but one is like a curry crusted, no, butterscotch pie. I think that was the one that everyone liked, the butterscotch pie. And I was going to pick a new one to bake. Because every time I make a pie, I get pretty good reviews from people. You know what? People can say a thing, but you know what really shows when someone likes some food? It's not what they say, but it's what they do. Specifically, if you have a pie and you bring it to a party, everyone can say, oh, that's great. That's a great pie. But you know what really proves that's a great pie? When it's empty by the time you leave. If everybody eats it, or it's the first one to go, then you know they like it. Versus, if everyone says, oh, it's a great pie, but there's only one or two pieces out of it, well, what can I say? I'd say proof is in the pudding, but everyone that's an MLP fan would get that reference and make that face. Pudding. Anyways. Yeah, I just made it. Yeah. Anyways. It's getting dark, as you can tell by the light. I am working on my teaser video still. It's tricky. I'm gonna have to add a little bit of the effects that I don't normally add into a video. It's gonna be a little weird, but hopefully you guys like it. And it's basically going to showcase pretty much what I'm going to be doing in 2019. And which is why I really want to get to 40 soon. My goal is to try to get to 40 before the end of the year. Although with all these party, I mean, I've been spending, the reason why I haven't been playing is because I've been spending a lot of time planning for this party. Going there, shopping, decorating, getting stuff, and it all ground to a halt. So, yeah, there's no more stress of having to get this party set up. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to do it just to do it because I was getting excited for it. But I wasn't able to do anything else. I mean, literally was not able to do anything else. So, it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to make a trip down there and come back up. And get in the car and warm up. I would go to the coffee shop, but I've been having decaf at home, so I don't really need to do that. Okay, let's see. How am I doing on items? Okay. Things as soon as I go down here should be better. You know what I have to say, if it wasn't for Pokemon GO, I probably wouldn't spend 1/20th of the time here that I do. And I'll say this, it has brought them at least a little bit of business for me, from like the coffee shop to antique place a little bit. Definitely several restaurants. I mean, if this game didn't exist, I probably would have gone to maybe a restaurant or two. That was it. Definitely would not frequent the coffee place as much. So, no matter what anyone says, Pokemon GO is good for business. That's for sure. Chikorita. Yeah, what's with all these church wigs? I don't need any more church wigs. What I could really use are Piplups and Chimchars. At least one more Chimchar. Or anything else that, you know, really. So cold, I can't spin correctly. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bang. It's weird because whenever I do that, I seem to catch it. It's not like it's a magic or anything like that. It's a magic. No, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. look at my videos. Every time I've done that, where I said bada boom, bada bing, I've always caught it. I didn't know. It's not like I have a delayed timer. That's weird. Check out my videos, my past videos. See if there's ever been a time where I said that and it hasn't worked. I'm curious. It may not be now, maybe a couple years down the road when my channel gets bigger and some people will actually go back and check. What? By the way, you should check out my YouTube Rewind. I'm actually going to start streaming the whole PewDiePie T-Series thing, but below it, I'm going to stream Justin Bieber's Baby versus YouTube Rewind Dislike, and it's actually gotten close. Unlike PewDiePie T-Series, the YouTube Rewind, people are now knowing about this. It's going to beat Baby. And also, what's even worse, the Justin Bieber thing is like 10 million to 9 million, the ratio. So it's close to 1 to 1. It's just a lot. Before the YouTube Rewind is like 2 million like it and 9 million dislike it. The ratio is just, well, the whole point is if we can get the YouTube Rewind the YouTube Rewind 2018 to be the biggest disliked video of all time, that'll be the wake-up. Well, it's actually probably already gotten the notice of YouTube, but it'll be a wake-up call that if it's the worst video of all time, that YouTube is going to have to do something about this. I watched it, I reviewed it, check out my video. I'm not going to reiterate it, but I will say this is a teaser. Dude, YouTube, Ninja is a Twitch guy, not a YouTube guy. Get your facts straight. Just showing him in the video, it's like, really? He's not even supposed to be in it. You know, yeah, he's transferred some of his videos over to YouTube, but he didn't start out that way. He was purely Fortnite Twitch streamer that did stuff on YouTube. So that's utterly ridiculous. It actually quite pissed me off, to be honest with you. And why did he get so big? He had temper tantrums with blue hair. That's it. He always got mad because he lost. Threw his stuff around. He has blue hair. And I'm not talking, you know, I've actually played against him and beat him. That's actually when I stopped playing Fortnite, was when I beat him. Well, that wasn't the reason, but it was kind of roughly the time that I stopped playing. More so because it's like the game started getting eh. Alright. So look at these. Yeah, I don't know if I caught it on video. I did record some Fortnite sessions with some buddies, but most of those were just casual games, not like full competition mode. Although there's one record that got like, I think like 3 kills or something like that. You guys can tell me. I don't want to be making stuff up. But yeah, you can tell me. So I haven't been keeping up to date with like what the new season's about, what the story mode is. I know it's there's jetpacks and shotgun mode and snow and all that, but beyond that I don't know. I mean, it's a fun game, but honestly I just don't like the crazy fast build crap. The fastest builder wins. Well, I do like harvesting materials to make, you know, forts and structures and such. Just seeing the spam like that's not a game anymore, then it's just spamming. By the way, leave a comment on this particular question. I've never played Undertale. Surprise, surprise, I've never played Undertale. I'm curious about it. If you think I should do... I've already had a couple of people say that I should live stream me playing Undertale. Raw reaction thing, kind of thing, like, you know. I heard it's a really unique game. Tell me if you guys want me to do that. If I get enough responses, I may just do it. So that's your mission. Leave a comment saying, do Undertale live stream. Or something like that. If I get enough of those, I may do it. Now, those I don't know, Undertale, it's a game that's on Steam. I almost said stream. It's a Steam game that you have to pay money to buy. You just buy it on there. And it's reminiscent of like a black and white 8-bit kind of graphical game, but from what I heard, it has twists, and it's not like your typical game, so that's what I'm kind of curious about. Anyways, that's your mission for all my subscribers and those that are new here. If you want me to play Undertale on a live stream, just leave a comment and say do it. If not, then you don't have to say anything at all. And for all you new guys, well, please subscribe, hit notifications first, and then leave a comment, tell me about this. It's cold. And the traffic is relentless here. I don't know why. Ooh, now I'm in the dark part of town. Anyways, I haven't forgotten After Dark episodes. I had 2 recorded. Still haven't gone for a third one. I want to at least get a third one before putting the 2 out. One is old, based on well, actually the one that will be uploaded next will be the one I did from Halloween. That was also the one that I got a cold. Alright. Then the other one, what was that? It was about, let's see.
Pardon me.
It was about 2 weeks ago. No, let me think about this. No, there's that one. Oh, then the one at the cemetery, which was interesting. Yeah, and that was it. So the third one is going to be at a different location. Still haven't figured that one out. And then after that, I'm going to go revisit the very first one I did. See if there's any new results on that. So I figured, let's see, it's 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 should be enough spaced out so that I can revisit it. I'm not going to revisit them all, just the first one. There's just way too many people on this road. See, look at this, another church wig. Now, if I was hurting for candy, I was like, yeah, this is great. But not a single Piplup or Chimchar during this whole time. I wonder if the game knows that if you have enough candies that it'll just give them to you. Ooh, 4-star. but it's probably, yeah, it's way out of the way. And my hands are like really cold, stiff. Huh. YT Gaming, stop doing the whole sideways thing. Ah. You know what? I could really go for a shot of Fireball. That'll warm me up. You know I'm cold because I don't drink that much. Used to.